Hi there, I'm Simon Canton. Today I'd like to talk about something that I just got back from, which was my first ever dance class. First ever dance class, it's a little bit of a lie, but not very much. I took ballet when I was a little kid, like 5 years old or something, for a few weeks, and then found out I was pretty useless at it, so I stopped doing that. So this was kind of the first proper dance class. And my wife and I used to watch So You Think You Can Dance, and my wife still watches it. I've just stopped. And my wife also watches, what's it called in English? Skal vi danse in Norwegian. It's Shall We Dance. It's a ballroom dancing competition show. So we thought we'd try it out. The main reason I wanted to try it was because I'm a terrible dancer. Every time, like, it's not very often you dance really in real adult life. Every time there's a wedding, though, essentially all I can do is kind of shuffle about a bit, not really actually dancing at all. Just kind of holding someone and shuffling a little, which is kind of embarrassing. And yeah, it's just something I wanted to get better at, so I didn't kind of look so stupid when I do try and dance. Um, I should mention that the school I went to, Sanford Park School, used to have dancing just a short while before I started in school. Dancing and boxing were two of the subjects that were in school that were kind of um, less regular, I guess, in school. Like they'd be considered, because Sanford Park was kind of a posh school. I guess they'd be considered the things that a gentleman should know how to do: dance and box. But they dropped them, which I'm actually a little disappointed with, because it would have actually been useful to know how to dance and box. They're two things that don't crop up very often. You don't often have to dance, you don't often have to fight. But it'd be nice to be able to do them if you ever found yourself in the situation where you had to. Anyway, my wife and I took a dance class today, which was it's called higgedans in Norwegian, which is um, kind of like pleasant dance, I guess, something like that. It's otherwise known as like company dancing, I guess. It's ballroom dancing basically. It's but a very basic level, very beginner, because both my wife and I are not the greatest dancers in the world. So we turned up, and I was a little nervous. My wife was very nervous, thinking we were going to embarrass ourselves. My wife was thinking we were going to be the worst in the class. We weren't. Everyone was kind of the same level. Everyone was having trouble because, as I say, it's not something you do very often. And before the class, I thought we might turn up and find there was a lot of people in their 60s, but there wasn't. The majority of people were around our age. Uh, and we had a teacher called Sieve, and Sieve was very good. So she set the tone early on that it was just doing something very slowly and often until you got it down, which was perfect. So we started off by doing some swing dancing, but not like swinging, like I wasn't swinging Heidi around the place. It was just like step, just to get the rhythm of it. And then we did a little foxtrot, which again wasn't like you see with the roses and the straight arms and stuff. It was just kind of um, step stuff. It's kind of like in The Simpsons, where they're just doing tappa tappa. So yeah, it was kind of basic, but it was a lot of fun. I actually was quite surprised that it was so much fun. As I say, a lot of that was down to the teacher, Steve, and her assistant, whose name I didn't catch. Um, so we did that for about an hour and a half, and I now at least know some steps. We're not actually, my wife and I aren't actually able to do them without stepping on each other's feet yet, but that's just practice. So yeah, that was pretty much dancing today. So we've got another lesson next Monday. There's a lesson every Monday for the next 12 weeks. And by the end of it, hopefully, we'll be able to do a few little steps. Thanks for watching.